Yo, what's going on, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And today we're going to be recording episode 2. Not one,
not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6,
but 2. Alright, so we're going to be recording games against, first of all, the 76ers. And Joel Embiid. Alright, that's the main one that y'all probably going to want to tune into. But we're also going to be doing 2 other games today. So after today, we could be 1-5, we could be 4-2, we could be 2-4. You just don't know, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing today. As you guys know in real life, Cat and Embiid have a little history.
And they just won't let each other go. And then you can see JoJo pushing him, and then Carl Anthony's the first one to swing.
Yeah. So we're going to get into that as well. So we're going to be focusing on that matchup quite a bit today. And yeah, let's get right into it. After 3 games, the Timberwolves are 1-2, which is not really what we wanted. We wanted it to at least be 2-1. But let's look at who's playing well. You know what I'm saying? It's only 3 games in, so small sample size. So, but let's see. So Carl's averaging 23 and 14, not bad. Really, he's shooting 50% and 53% from 3. He is getting 6 threes a game, so I mean you can't really complain about the bulk or the number that he's getting. I mean he's getting his touches. Wiggins averaging 16. No, I'm not. He's averaging less than 4 rebounds. Not really doing too much. Shooting 47% from the field. Not bad for Wiggs. 44 from 3. Teague. Shooting percentages aren't great, but he is shooting 36% from 3, averaging 15 points, only 4 assists, which is also weird for him. Kogi averaging 10, which is actually a pleasant surprise. Not shooting very good. 10% from 3. Covington 23%. So really, with our role players, you see Culver's at 21. Layman's shooting decent, but Trave, it hasn't even made one, and he's averaging shooting 1.3 a game. So that's kind of an issue, a little bit of an issue here. But you got to get more out of these bench guys. Covington's only averaging 8. Culver's averaging 7. And Travion Graham is averaging 2.3, and he's playing quite a bit. So that's kind of a tough start for the role players. But like I said, the top 3 are playing pretty well. So hopefully in the next couple games they can continue to get it going. And we'll just have to see, because within these role players, somebody's gonna define. Playing time will be defined, as you guys know. All they anticipated matchup versus 76ers. Let's see what they're doing. Look at this. You got some dudes putting up some big numbers. Embiid averaging 25 and 11, 3.5 blocks as well, shooting 54% and 30% for 3. Kind of realistic for Embiid. Simmons is averaging 19 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists, just putting up some gaudy numbers. Toby averaging 16.5, Horford 11. And then just the role players are doing their thing as well. Josh Richardson's playing fine. But yeah, this should be a really good matchup. I'm excited. Let's get into it. So as we are simulating to the first game, we got a trade offer to announce. So Timberwolves received Brandon Clark and Iggy. Iggy has that's not a bad offer, but for Jared, Culver, and Gorgie, and if you guys know, Culver and Gorgie have been playing well. And it's early in the season. I don't think it's time to really adjust the roster like this quite yet. So I am going to decline this trade, although it is a very thoughtful offer. It really is. All right, here we go. Big match for the 76ers. The Timberwolves absolutely need this game. They need this game. And when I say they need it, I mean it. Like if they fall to 1-3 on the season, you get worried. It's on the road in Philadelphia. Man, you gotta be able to find a way to win this game. So hopefully they can get it done. And first quarter is going through even, back and forth through the first quarter. Second quarter still even. You like to see it if you're a Timberwolves fan. The Timberwolves are hopping out to a lead. Hopefully they can. Listen, the Timberwolves are up 6 at halftime. We'll take it. Kogi leading the way with 9. Wiggins with 8. Carl with 6 and 3. Carl hasn't done much as he in foul trouble. He has 2 fouls, so he's only played 14 minutes. So you wonder if that was a factor in the first quarter. Teague with 6 and 4, not playing bad. Napier, Gorgie, and you like to see it. Your bench guys are playing a little bit better. Trey's 1 for 1, Culver's 1 for 3, but it's chipping in with other stuff as well. Rocco is still struggling. All right, let's look at it from the 76ers side of things. Simmons with 8 and 6 and doing his thing. Horford with 8, 3 and 4. Toby with 6 and 1. Matisse with 5. Richardson with 4 and 1. Mike Scott with 3 and 4. Hold up. Embiid 0 for 4 from the field. Hold up. For 4 from the field. That's tough. That's tough. Look like he's getting shut down a little bit. Quinn with 2 and 4. So kind of the same thing. Just it's a team contribution. So hopefully the Timberwolves can find a way to extend the lead. Embiid is getting shut down. So let's keep extending on this thing. Come on, we need this win. Come on. Good. Come on, extend it. You gotta extend it to 10 or 15 here if you're the Wolves. And you love to see it. The Timberwolves on the road beat Philadelphia. What a huge win for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And let's look at the final box score. Andrew Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns with a huge second half. A huge second half. Wiggins ends up with 26 on 10 of 15 shooting. Cat with 24 on 10 of 17 shooting. And you love to see it. Cat with 24 and 12. Okogie ends with 11. Huge in the first half. Kept the Timberwolves in it. Teague with 10 and 6. But even if you look at them, they're 9 for 27 combined. Not great. So you love to see it out of Cat and Wiggs that they kind of led the way. Rocco turned it on in the second half. Ended up with 8, 6, 3. He ended up with 3 steals and 3 blocks. That's a Robert Covington stat line right there. Culver didn't play bad. And look at Gorgie grabbing 10 rebounds in 14 minutes. Just insane. Let's look at Philadelphia. Simmons with 18 and 13. Horford with 17, 6, and then he ended with 10 assists as well. Simmons had 7 turnovers, which really hurts the 76ers. Toby ended with 14 and 7. Richardson with 13. Embiid with 10 and 10. With 3 of 17 shooting. I'm 3 of 17. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Big win on the road. And you got to think Ryan Saunders is pleased with your next game coming up against Washington. All right, Washington. A game we should win by double digits. In my opinion, we should climb to 3 and 2 on the season. But we gotta play the game for a reason. And we gotta play a game for a reason. So let's see what can happen here. Hopefully we can extend it early on. I don't like the way this is going. Good. We gotta extend it. Good. This is what I love to see. Going into halftime, you gotta extend it. Good. Up 13 right now. With 11:21 left in the third quarter. Cat is 6 for 6 from the field, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 13 and 9 in the first half. Okay, settle down, Tyler. Settle down. Karl Anthony Towns is that dude, and Coach Ryan Saunders has to be very pleased with what he's getting out of Karl. Wiggins with 9. And he doesn't really do too much else, but he is 4 of 7 shooting. Culver's being aggressive. He's only 2 of 8, but has 8 and 5 as well. Covington, 2 of 7 from 3, but at least he's being aggressive. And look at this. 2 steals and 2 blocks as well for Rocco. Layman, you love to see him getting going after he had 0 points last game. Kada doing stuff as well. Teague is struggling. Napier not doing much. Gorgie, look at these rebounds. 8 minutes and 8 rebounds already. Okogie's filling up the stat sheet. Let's look for Washington. They don't got much. Beal is expected. He has 13 points. CJ Miles, Thomas Bryant. Yeah, see, they don't have that much. That's the thing. Beal's going to have to go off in the second half if they want to find a way to win this game. Hopefully the Timberwolves can push the lead to 15 and keep it at that distance. And it's looking like the Timberwolves are going to do that. The Minnesota Timberwolves win 119 to 96, and you need that. Towns ends with 21 and 14 with 5 blocks as well, 9 of 15. Look at these two. Cat and Wiggins are making their case for one of the best duos in the NBA. Wiggins is 9 of 14 and really doing it all. Culver is 18 of 8. He shot 16 shots, 2 of 12 from 3. Not a great game, but you like to see the rookie being aggressive. Okogie doing his thing. Gorgie ends up with 10 and 13. Gorgie J. Pay that man his contract because he deserves it all. Jake Layman not doing I mean, kind of contributed 8 points is what we need from these role players. You love to see Travion Graham get a 3 down because he has been struggling. Rocco is continuing to struggle, but look at this. You know what I'm saying? His stock number, 3 steals, 2 blocks, and that's something you love to see. So the Timberwolves are 3-2 now on the season. Now we got the Bucks. This is gonna be a tough one. The Milwaukee Bucks, but let's get into it. Man, it would be crazy to start 4-2 on this young season, but the Milwaukee Bucks they're tough. It's going to be a tough game. Hopefully the Timberwolves can find a way at the end to win. They're in Minneapolis, so hopefully they can find a way to get it done. Hopefully Cat and Wiggins can will their team to a win. Let's get into it. And it's looking like a back and forth start. Minnesota is jumping to another lead, and here come the Milwaukee Bucks. You knew the Timberwolves weren't going to blow them out, and it's looking like a very even game at halftime, 60 to 59. And look at Towns filling up the stat sheet again. Has 4 blocks, 17 and 7, 7 to 12 shooting. And look at Wiggins. I love to see Cat at the top, Wiggins following him. That makes me happy. Wiggins with 14 as well, and Gorgie giving his Gorgie minutes. You know what I'm saying? Gorgie Jang type minutes off the bench. Jeff Teague with 7 points as well. Cade is doing him. And where's Robert Covington? I mean, he's a ghost right now. We got to look to get him more involved. Culver with 0 points. Trey with 0 points. And look at all these 3 bench players have 0. Jeff Teague has contributed 7 off the bench as well. Yo, Giannis Antetokounmpo has 27 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks at halftime. It's only halftime, and he's putting up those types of numbers. Okay. So if you're the Timberwolves, you're up 1 with Giannis doing that. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, because if you'd have told me he had 27 and all those other stats at halftime, I would have expected us to be getting blown out. So let's get into it. Hopefully the Timberwolves can extend the. You gotta extend the lead a little bit. You gotta find a way to extend the lead a little bit. Okay. Listen, we're gonna jump right into this thing. Okay, 2-point game, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. Let's get into it. Before we get really into it, let's look at the box score quick. Carr with 21 and 13. Wiggins with 18 and 5, so they haven't really done too much in the second half, but it's basically been a balanced scoring off the bench. Like, you get 3 from Trav and 4 from some other dudes. Rocco is 2 and 7 from shooting, still struggling. Let's look for the Bucks. Oh my lord. Giannis has 45, 13, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 6 blocks. Oh my lord. He does have 7 turnovers, but my man's going crazy. But if you look up and down the Bucks roster, they're not really getting that much from anybody else. Bledsoe's playing well, but like Middleton's 2 for 9. So hopefully the Timberwolves can close this thing out strong. Let's get into it. Wesley Matthews inbounding the ball to Eric Bledsoe. Come on, the Timberwolves got to get a stop here with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Wesley Matthews gets the ball back. And as you can see, the Timberwolves have a pretty good defensive lineup on the court. Probably the best one they got. And that's a tough shot for Wesley. And Travion Grant, oh wow, right over Dante DiVincenzo's outstretched arms. And if you're the Timberwolves, you gotta look. Okogie, you love Okogie's aggressiveness, but Jarrett Culver with the chase down block, but there's nobody there to get the offensive rebound. But if you're Josh Okogie, you gotta love his aggressiveness, but at the same time, He's got to play a little bit more under control, because the Timberwolves don't have a lot of scoring on the court right now. You got to look to get Karl Anthony Towns the ball early and often, and there you go, Karl Anthony Towns with a little floater there. He's up to 23 points, and if you're the Bucks, you got to look to get Giannis Antetokounmpo is checking back in, as well as Andrew Wiggins. Timeout Bucks. 4 minutes and 34 seconds left to go. Inbound to Giannis. Josh is on him. Oh my lord, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and this is fun to watch. I don't care if you're a Timberwolves fan, if you're a Bucks fan, this is fun to watch. He is going to be the most valuable player this year, almost no question about it. As hopefully the Timberwolves can get a score and find a way to keep competing in this game. But man, you gotta be Josh Okogie with a nice pass to Karl Anthony Towns. Big pass from Josh Okogie, and Karl gets the and one. But man, you gotta love the way the Timberwolves are fighting through adversity. Giannis Antetokounmpo has I think he has 45 points, and the Timberwolves are still finding a way to battle through it. And I like the matchup here with Robert Covington on Antetokounmpo. Hopefully he can get a stop, but we know how tough it can be at times. Look at Robert Covington play defense. Look at Robert Covington play defense. I like the fact that Josh, he attacked, didn't have anything, and pulled it back out. And you got to look to get Andrew Wiggins a touch. Andrew Wiggins for 3. Oh, just off the mark as Giannis Antetokounmpo comes down with another rebound. Wesley attacks in transition, and Wesley Matthews over Robert Covington finds a way to get it to go. Culver to Towns. Towns with a post up at the elbow. Here comes Okogie off screens. Josh for 3. Oh, I thought it was going to go down. And Karl Anthony Towns misses the putback, and you don't like to see this. Giannis in transition, good. The Timberwolves got it back, but man, Karl had a good look at it, just couldn't get it to go. Here we go. Giannis Antetokounmpo posting up Culver. You got to send a double team, good, Minnesota. And if you're Minnesota, you got to make Eric Bledsoe beat you from 3 in that situation, and he does. He does. But that's something you had to do in that situation. You have to send a double team because there's no way Jarrett Culver is going to defend Giannis. Karl on the block. Karl post up. Karl gets the offensive rebound, and Karl Anthony Towns. You gotta love his will to win. Robert Covington is denying Giannis, and Karl Anthony Towns with the block. Look for the Timberwolves to push in transition. And as you can see, Ryan Saunders is not gonna let Giannis beat him. He's trying to force it out of his hands and make other people beat him. And Culver gets the switch. Let's see if he attacks. He gets it into Karl. Karl on Giannis. Karl with the lefty post up, and wow. Karl Anthony Towns is saying, Giannis, I don't know about this MVP. You know what I'm saying? Karl Anthony Towns is putting up some good numbers himself. And Robert Covington, the Karl comes with the double team. Oh, and a great pass to Wesley Matthews. And if you're Andrew Wiggins, what are you doing? You're guarding Robin Lopez on the perimeter, and Wesley Matthews is standing wide open in the paint. I don't really understand it. Maybe that's the game plan, but man, I think Andrew Wiggins just missed it right there. I think he really missed it. And look for Karl to get another touch. Karl in the post. Look at him display his handle. Karl, oh my lord. Karl Anthony Towns with 32 in the game. If they could win this game, they'd go to 4-2 on the season. If they lose, they fall to 3-3. So this is a big game. Josh Okogie gets this. Oh man, I thought the Timberwolves were gonna come up with that. And look, do not let. Oh no, send it good. That's a good defensive possession, but Giannis Antetokounmpo is ultimately too good. Good, get it into Karl. And you gotta ride or die with Karl right now, and he can't get it to go. Good defense there from Rolo. You got to get a stop here for the Timberwolves. No time to wait and the Bucks get a score. Down 6, 55 seconds left. You got to go quick, and Giannis Antetokounmpo has 51. He has 51 points, and the Timberwolves still find a way to be in the game. Coach Ryan Saunders wants to call a timeout here. Timberwolves down 6, 51 seconds to go. Now, if you're the Timberwolves, you don't need a 3. Just get a quick 2 and find a way to get a stop. I'm confused. I'm ultimately so confused at what just happened. We just called a timeout, inbounding the ball, and called another timeout within 0.5 seconds. I don't know. Maybe Coach Ryan Saunders saw something that I didn't see. So same situation, same inbounding. I don't know. Maybe Coach Ryan Saunders didn't get what he wanted out of the timeout. I'm not sure. But here we are nonetheless. Jeff T coming off the screen. Karl is rolling to the hoop. And they're going to get it into Karl again. Karl on Rolo. Let's see if he can work. The double team's coming. The double team's here, and Karl forces it up, and Robin Lopez gets the block. The Timberwolves are going to fall tonight to the Bucks in the Target Center. Looking at the box score, Cat ended with 32 and 18 and 5 blocks on 14 of 27 shooting. No turnovers out of Cat or Wiggins, which is you love to see. And combined, they get 43 shots. You can't really complain with the production of the top two. Teague struggled, Rocco struggled, Okogie struggled. Just a lot of role players just kind of struggled tonight. And here, this is the story. This is the story. Giannis Antetokounmpo has 51, 14, and 6 blocks. Ended up hitting 3 threes as well. Looking at the team comparison here, the Timberwolves took care of the ball, won the turnover battle, even on the rebounding battle. So it was a pretty even game. Really, the Timberwolves took. 16 more shots than the Bucks and just didn't shoot near as well. The Bucks shot 51% tonight, while the Timberwolves shot 40%, and that's just not going to get it done on a nightly basis. Looking ahead at the Timberwolves schedule, they got the Memphis Grizzlies on November 6th, and followed by the Golden State Warriors. And those are some games I believe the Minnesota Timberwolves should be able to win and get back on track. But if you look at these last 3 games, I think Coach Ryan Saunders and staff will take 2-1. You go to 3-3 on the year with 2 very winnable games coming up, and that's ultimately not the worst case scenario. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and please leave your comments in the comment section below on who you think should be playing more minutes. For example, like Travion Graham, Jake Layman, Keita Bates-Diop, or whether you think Jordan Bell, Noah Vonleh, those types of dudes should be getting more minutes. And also, what do you guys think about Robert Covington's struggles? Do you guys believe that it's just like an early season funk, or whether or not he's capable of producing the numbers offensively that he's capable of? Because defensively, he's still there. It's just on the offensive side of things, he hasn't been great so far. But like I said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have a blessed day. I love y'all.